Hi friends, welcome to this video where we take a look at the exciting field of robotics, an introduction to the world of robotics. What is robotics? Robots are intelligent machines. Intelligent means they are capable of thinking and taking decisions. Robots are intelligent machines that can substitute humans. So, a lot of activities which were earlier done by only human beings can today be done by these intelligent thinking machines. Robotic involves design, construction, operation, and use of these machines called robots. Robotics has thousands and thousands of applications. Let's take a look at some of these applications. Okay. Uh, this image which you can see is that of a automobile assembly workshop where a car is being built, okay, by assembling various parts. Now you can see that this entire operation is unmanned. That means it is being done by robots. And the work that these robots do is very consistent, very quick, okay, and it's a good quality work that's done without the intervention of human beings. Again, these systems are very flexible. That means tomorrow, if you need a different model to be made, a small change in the programming and you can make a different model as well. Okay, so very commonly used in the automobile sector, in the electronics industry, in the pharma industry also, for mixing different reagents in the right proportion, for packaging the bottles and so on. In the space travel sector, again robotics finds a lot of applications. This image which you can see is actually the Mars rover. Okay, it's a vehicle, it's an unmanned vehicle which can move on the surface of Mars. Okay, now you can imagine the surface of Mars is not going to be totally plain. Okay, it's got to have a lot of ups and downs. So there are 6 wheels that are given which can then balance the vehicle, okay, even if the surface is not perfectly smooth. It has got a robotic arm which can then collect soil samples, okay, or it can do other research kind of work. It has got a camera which can capture images. It can send these images to Earth. It can communicate with the Earth, okay, through telecommunication. So space travel also has a lot of applications for robotics. Medical field, okay, you have a lot of testing being done through robotics. Even minor operations can be done by robots. Defense, okay, lot of applications. Imagine there's a time bomb, a ticking time bomb which has to be diffused. Very dangerous for a human being to go and do this work. Okay, so a robo would actually go and diffuse this time bomb, or it might pick up, that arm might pick up the bomb and dispose it off to a far off place. Aerial photography, this drone, okay, has a camera and it's programmed to focus it on the right region where you want to take your images. Okay, this can be used very efficiently for surveillance, okay, where it is not possible for a human being to go. You can use it to check infiltration of terrorists. A lot of applications. Household uses, this image which you see is actually a vacuum cleaner, okay, and it can be programmed in such a way that it once you leave it in a particular room, it can sense the size of the room, it can sense where the furniture is, and it will move along the floor and clean the floor. It's a vacuum cleaner which is programmable, okay, and hence it's also part of robotics. This is a warehouse management system, okay, using robots. You can see these packages that are being made. A lot of these e-commerce companies sell thousands and lakhs of different items, okay, which are all kept in warehouses. These robots are programmed in such a way that whenever an order for a particular object comes, they will retrieve that from the correct shelf, do the packaging. Okay, so all this is done without human interference. It's all done by robotic systems. Self-driven cars. This car does not need a driver. There are sensors which will sense what is there on the road. Okay, in case there is a car which is close by, it will apply brakes by itself. Okay, if a turn needs to be taken, it will take a turn. Okay, again, application of robotics. Agricultural robots. This image shows the two people working in the field, okay, in agricultural sector, and that machine is a robot. It can actually sense the requirements. Okay, so some vegetables are being grown. It can weed out the unwanted plants. It can sense whether the particular plant is ripe enough to be cut. All these things can be done automatically. It can be programmed in that particular manner. So many different applications. We have just tried to give you a few, but there are thousands more applications that are there. Okay, robotics is called an interdisciplinary field. The reason is it requires professionals from various different fields. You need experts from varying different fields. So you need people with a mechanical engineering background, you need electrical engineers, electronics engineers, computer engineers, telecommunication experts, as well as bioengineering professionals also. Why is it that all these fields have an application in robotics? Let's understand with the help of some examples. Mechanical engineers would be required for designing and manufacturing the frame of this robotic system, the arms, the legs. The actuators are generally going to be hydraulic or pneumatic actuators. Okay, so all these would require a mechanical expert for designing and manufacturing this. You would need electrical engineers because every robotic system is going to have some power supply, which could be through battery or through the main supply. Sometimes it could be solar powered. For example, we saw the example of the Mars rover, okay, where it could very easily be solar powered so that it can store energy from the sun. So electric motors, there's a lot of electrical circuitry involved, which requires electrical experts. Electronics is also required. There are so many controlling circuits. Okay, like for example, there are so many sensors that are necessary in robotic systems. It could be touch sensors. Okay, now these touch sensors are basically going to be having very low voltage electrical impulses, and then these would have to be amplified and then digitized and then fed to the brain of this robotic system, which is basically some processor. So this activity would have to be done by an electronics team. Okay, so electronics engineering is also part of robotics. Computers, absolutely, the brain of this robot is going to be a processor. Computers and programming is an integral part of robotics. You need to program that system to function in whichever way you want it to. Okay, so programming knowledge is important. Artificial intelligence, a machine, when it's given its own intelligence, we call it an AI system, artificial intelligence system. Telecom engineers would also be required. A lot of times these robots work in places where it is not possible for humans to go. You have robots working under the ocean or in some hazardous environment. Okay, or sometimes in a spacecraft, unmanned spacecraft. In such cases, the communication with the world will happen through telecommunication. Okay, so you need telecommunication experts. As we already discussed, these spacecrafts will be taking pictures, okay, and sending these pictures to Earth, which requires telecommunication experts. Also, bioengineering experts might be required. A humanoid is a robot which is almost like a human being. It's got legs and arms. Okay. So to design that kind of a system, you need a person who would be a bioengineering expert, because only that person would be able to design all the joints properly. Okay. The ankle joints and the wrist joints. Take a look at that picture on your screen where it's a hand. You can see this hand, the fingers and everything. Okay. Now that designing would not be very simple for a mechanical engineer. You need a bioengineering expert who would be able to actually do that kind of designing. Okay. Other applications where bioengineering would be required, you have prosthetic limbs. A person who has lost his arm in an accident, okay, he's given a artificial arm which can then accept impulses from the brain, electrical impulses from the brain, and then his hand works like a normal hand. Okay, you have people who have lost their arm, they can even do activities like typing. Okay, the fingers can even do typing work. That's because the impulses from the brain are fed to the correct positions, and then they actuate certain joints which cause the required motion to be performed. You have robots in medical field, which again would require bioengineers. Okay, so in short, robotics is a vast field having a lot of applications. The requirements, the manpower requirements in this field are increasing. You need experts from a variety of fields, right, from mechanical to bioengineering to computers and so on. Okay, uh, any budding engineer who wishes to do a career in robotics can take up this career after doing your graduation, post graduation in any of these fields. Okay, because a company which specializes in robotics would require experts from all these various fields. Okay, I hope this video has been useful for you to understand the intricacies of what robotics is. Thanks for watching. Thank you, all of you.